Hey everyone, I'm RobDawg here for some doggone music, and today we are getting into the album Girl with a Basket of Fruit. Brad Tasted Music recently put out a video, kind of a challenge to react to this album, kind of see what we think of it. And yeah, he also said that the album's not for everyone, but it's for him, it's personally a 10. So I'm definitely excited to get into it. Also, definitely looking forward to see what camp I fall in. Side note, shout out the Bucky shirt. My town's about to get one. Not that any of y'all care much, but decided might as well represent. Anyway, here we go.
Take a break! The pressure rips are apart! The baby duck in you has died! Wishing out an effort to duck! It's a bad time to be a duck!
Hey, bump, bump, bump. Got any grapes?
She sits on a bicycle and floats in space! She's in love with the angel! Stop laughing! When the life promiser makes her say any word, it comes out as a joke! He's not a good guest! The cutlass is a more excellent guest! Cutlass! 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 Cutlass!
I'm sorry, I'm trying to formulate words and I'm literally speechless. Anyway, let it cook, let it cook, let it cook.
Look at her try to walk away! Let it pour! Photos of her jerking into mush! Let it pour! It's a vagina strained without end and her lungs fill with tears! Her lungs turn to gills! Life inland has become impossible! No path straight through Og's Magog Bog. The dragon fruit. The passion fruit. The cinnamon's bun. She sits on a bicycle and floats in space. She's in love with the angel, no taxi anywhere. When of hell's electric, the ghosts are mixed. Who's into the nobody? The conduct's a joke. Eager is by the fistful from the jar in his front pants pocket. Brian and Pepper's building up on the rings round his fingers. Her boot gets so floppy, she uses it as a fan to wave away his sickening beat.
Oh my god. I know I'm sure there's supposed to be something intense behind it, but the goof, the picture in my head for that is so goofy that I can't help myself. Like, okay, let's get back into it.
Now rubbing it off with a brick, just for his panettone. Every frog hops right up into her butthole. Every frog eats a single butthole flea on its way in. She brown box squeezes them all until froggles. And a flock of erect jigs on bat wings, peepees in her sleeping face, and pointlessly tries to fuck a blue sky. At the which execution, they all hope to be called up. They had enough! They had Go with that fruit.
moment to breathe. Pretty much everything with the production choices here is insanity, and I love it. In fact, there's some of the goofier moments on here make me a little surprised that Brad enjoys this much, but hey, good taste is good taste. So I'm going to give this a 9.
Amazing. Michael Jackson, amazing. Michael Phelps, amazing.
Really good first track. And let's see where it goes from here. Let's see how it sets the mood. Okay, sorry for pausing it, but I mean, I expected it to go well, and it kind of went in the direction I expected, but in a way I could have never predicted. So, as long as it doesn't mess anything up, I think I have my score already. Okay, so, oh wait, hold on, look, is there a little something else there? Okay, no, I thought my desktop audio had picked up a little something. Okay, so, like I said, I was hoping this second track would find a way to slow it down a little, and it did that, but also in a way I couldn't have predicted. And then the end picked it right back up, which I actually think was a good move. Strangely enough, like, I don't know if the outro going out kind of at the same pace as the rest, it would have still been really good, but I'm more comfortable now that the outro went as it went in saying I'm giving this song a 10. Like, I don't have many words for it, but it just, it does what it did so well. It keeps up, like, it keeps up the intensity from the first track while not being all gung-ho pace the way the first track was. Basically, I'm really liking the pacing. I'm liking all the elements. The production is words. You know what?
Those words don't do you justice.
You just saw the Quedeca clip or music inserted there. He did it better justice than I did. Let's move on to the next one. That one was It Comes Out as a Joke. This is... I'm gonna butcher this. You know what? I'm not even gonna pretend to announce it. Third song on this album. Let's go.
And 2 and 3. To seem like something you would collect, and poison seems like something you would take in the offensive ways of all flesh.
Okay, while I've never listened to a full like Lingua Ignota or Reverend Christian Hayner album, I mean, from the snippets I've heard, this is kind of what... It's obviously not the same, but it's kind of a similar feel to what I expect out of that. So let's let it cook. Sorry about that. Maybe I spoke too soon in saying that the previous track was the slowdown.
I am not ready and cannot accept that it is spread like cancer.
Like seriously, this feels like a horror film almost.
Good night, good night. Don't look, sweet old friend. Don't look, little sister. Don't answer, knock, knock, knock. Don't answer, only answer for your fear of God. Don't answer for the nothings else. Ye, oh night, oh night, oh night. Get away, ye, oh night. Get off, get back, get off. Oh night. It is in fact maybe magnificent in the bosoms of Abraham. I will behead all saints, I will behead all stars. Let lightning strike where it will. Cocoa nuts, bananas, flowering vines in revolt. Let there be peace, and let it begin with thee. I am not ready, and I cannot accept. I am not ready, and I cannot accept. I am not ready, and I cannot accept. Maybe you can, you won't. Maybe you can, you won't.
It's like
chunks of your forearm, chunks of your scalp, chunks of your hunch, now in a dumpster or in a sandwich. Your hairpiece perched upon your head as if dropped from the ceiling by accident. Never not had worry, and now never not blonde. Oh, 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 oh. Appear born as something unruinable. A meal, a mushroom, a cuckoo is sparkling out of control.
Okay. Oh my goodness. I think and I'll probably insert this as a clip into the previous song as well. I'm going to actually retroactively bump it down to a strong 9 and give this one a 10.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
Because I think that now I'm starting to get more of a clear picture of just what this is going to be, what Juju is capable of. And the last one is still great. But this one just, like I said, it really does feel like something that wouldn't be out of place on like Center Be Ready. Or It's Center Get Ready, excuse me. Now, theme-wise, it wouldn't fit on there, obviously. But just the sound of it, the feeling of it. It has, and for a lack of a better word, it has the vibe of something off of that. And it just, for lack of a better word, it just works. Basically to perfection. Next song. Ice Cream Truck.
Miss Cow in a bottle and a baby on a boob. Oh, God, born from nobody. Nobody move. It was gonna hurt you. I have heard that one before. I wasn't gonna hurt you. I said that one before. Stop, turn great. The foot twisted around the wrong way. Puff, puff.
Second. All right, welcome back.
Was passed out and will always be passed about. As it was in the beginning, she's still passed out. You paid half already! A bar named Smirk, Smirk, Smirk. A jerk shot named The Gut. And again, no clothes. A square of foam to pat her back. Again, no clothes. A carpet sample to pat her back. Dunk! 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 Who is it? Internet for lip liner, PP, and rubber tubes. Smile, donut. Smile, donut. Smile and then don't. Smile and then don't!
Maybe it's because that one didn't have... Well, it's not that there's anything it didn't have other than, not as much time to fully flesh out everything, it being a little shorter. And I know I wasn't really saying much of anything through it, but I was just trying to get a feel for what was going on there. And I mean, again, still really good, but I don't know. I'm not feeling this one as much as the others, which means I'm going to be giving it a light 8.
Amazing. Michael Jackson, amazing. Michael Phelps, amazing.
I know. But again, these are back-to-back kind of tough listens, but they're so well made that I can still forgive that. But I don't think the album's losing me. I'm still looking forward to the next track, but it's definitely... I definitely feel like I'm falling into it a little bit. I mean, not that that's a bad thing, but it's definitely... I don't know. If I think of something, I'll edit it in post, but for now, on the next one. And Pumpkin Attack on Mommy and Daddy.
Loader. Ray. Loader. Ray.
I can already tell this one's not going to be as tough of a listen as the last two, or at least it seems
Just
like
standing there, waiting. In the neighborhood.
How does the pig even walk back into the house? There's only one not broken wall.
be a human being, if you wanted to be a human being, if you wanted to be a human being, then you just have to eat garlic. You're not my mom.
Bear. Oh, what? Yeah, you saw the picture I just posted. Anyway, back to it.
So I can get why some people don't like me.
I'm gonna let it play out a little more before I give my thoughts. I know I was very quiet throughout this one, but okay, yeah, it doesn't seem like there's any surprise. So, in the beginning of this one, I thought, oh no, the album's starting to lose me. But then when it picked up, I'm like, okay, I'm back in this. It's bringing me back in. So for that, I'm gonna give it like a light 9.
Amazing. Michael Jackson, amazing. Michael Phelps, amazing.
So yeah, it wasn't, much of a tough listen at like the last two, but like where I would say it started to like get me back on board was weirdly enough around here specifically. Like it was picking back up, I mean, yes, it was kind of the same way. It was kind of doing the same thing it was doing the entire song, but I don't know. Some of the things they added right around this moment was where it really clicked for me. So with that said, yeah. I mean, light 9 on the next one. The Wrong Thing. Guess that was the wrong thing to name the track. Anyway.
Charismatic, attract rabbit. Carpet beetle, hoo-hoo grub. Rice weevil, flatworm. Mealybug, field cricket. Grass grub, caterpillar. Ted loves utopia.
I can't bear what they say about you. Baptize a goat, sacrifice a goat. Let's shove in our wrong thing as deep as it will go. Soft in the head and moth besieged. A life armed with you. She will wait for flicking away. She will thrive for flicks to come. No going back to where we came from.
Another one of these
Days spent eating and only eating without ease and without reflection. Apples, artichokes, almonds, acorns, asparagus, avocados, apricots.
I'm sorry, I know it's really building up right here, but just to expand further on what I mean by the religious thing, like this, if anyone knows the Bible story of the Israelites being lost in the desert for 40 days, like I'm sure this song has a completely different meaning to this, but it almost feels like it's from the perspective of someone in the middle of those 40 days, like about day 21, and they're just, already sick of it, already ready to give up. So, back to the music. Hold on. Sorry about that. If you notice the pause and jump in reactions, yes, I did stop the recording temporarily because, the grass man for the house came around mid-video, so I figured wait a couple minutes, let it pass by, and let it happen off camera. I'll probably pause again after this song and then finish it out a little later. It really does feel like
pull through the sand.
It really does feel like the kind of instrumentation that like you'd hear for a score as you're going through like the middle of a desert score scene, however you want to say it. I mean, I am struggling a little to put words together, but I am pulled back into the album. Don't worry. I thought I was losing the thread, but the thread's there stronger than ever.
A life alone with you. Cynthia on the throne. All the cubes and squares go home. Sit by me and do
Alright, so even though I feel like the full picture of the story isn't something I'm picking up on, I do feel like I'm picking up on like kind of the loose pieces here and there. you know, I mean, the first title track, the title of the album, Girl with a Basket of Fruit. I mean, you know, it's self-explanatory, but also not really. And whatever journey she's going on, I mean, she's going through some pretty crazy stuff, some pretty messed up stuff as well. And as for this track, I feel like it adds a lot to the story. And it's one where I already would give it a 9 as its own song.
Amazing. Michael Jackson. Amazing. Michael Phelps. Amazing.
But in the context of the album, I wouldn't bump it up to a 10, but it's pretty close to that borderline. Like, I really feel like it adds a lot to the track. So, anyway. Okay, I'm back for the third time, and hopefully this is the last time I'm going to have to stop, but, I mean, if not, then it'll probably be something that ends up in the blooper reel. Hopefully that doesn't happen, but if it does, well, you'll see. Mary Turner is the name of the next track. On to the next one. Okay.
I'm ready to start my head now. I can prove. Hazel Turner, murdered by a lynch mob. She declares this crime a crime and running for her life. She's captured at Folsom Bridge. Gasoline and motor oils smeared on her clothes. She is hung up by her ankles from the tree. A match is struck and she's set ablaze. Mary Turner, while still burning. Mary Turner, while still alive. Split open with a knife. The flame, all its mothers burning, reaching out, the first and only loving touch it receives, the falling ash of its mother.
Quick pause. This song, I think, is a prime example already of what Brad was talking about, that this album's not for everyone. This might be the toughest listen so far. But I think, let me get back into it. I'll get into scores at the end.
Baby, cried in the dirt.
Buried where they were murdered. Their cigar stuck in a whiskey jug. A whiskey jug to mark the grave. Fuck your guns. Fuck your war. Fuck your truck. Fuck your flag.
Now, there's not many words to do this justice, because on the one hand, yeah, it's pretty straightforward. And it is very direct on the story it's telling here. This is definitely not something I could throw on at just any occasion, but my goodness. I mean, even from here all the way on, like, it just grabs you by the horns, per se, and it doesn't let go. And it's not a story that, like, you just listen to on a casual Sunday, but it's one that needs to be heard, and it's one that moves you, I guess, for a lack of a better term. I think I'm going with a 10.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
The way this song just gripped me, and I have a feeling a lot of y'all have a similar experience, though I can definitely understand how it being such a tough listen would turn a lot of people off. But my goodness, whatever flaws it has, it makes up for in the impact hitting you like a Mack truck. So, that tough song to move on from, but, well, we gotta go on to the next one. Next one, Scissors.
Fate Queen, all erased. I can't remember who you are. Here, taste, all erased. I can't remember who you are. Dr. Dog, what's the solution for people like us? Sleepy Pee-wee, Junior Little Buddy, Jelly Roll Cacao, Geisha Bonbon, Champion Kitty. Light a candle, pull the handle, you are erased. Light a candle, you are erased. Twice as good if you lay down on the track. Half for the trash and half for the hornets. It could be 4 times as good if you lie down there again. A quarter for the gooseberry bush, a quarter for the gooseberry bog. It was the claim that made you dead.
Okay, so I know I didn't say anything throughout that, and I was just kind of letting it play through, but on the one hand, I felt like I was really having a tough time getting a feel for that song, but on the other, like, I guess it also was in part from lack of words. And I still think it's really well made. I still think it's solid, but I think, and again, I don't know if this is like blasphemous or if it's like reasonable, but I'm feeling like a solid 7 on that one.
Amazing. Michael Jackson. Amazing. Michael Phelps, amazing.
You know, still better than like, you know, your 6, but maybe it's just because it's following up the previous track, but I don't know. Like, I was kind of feeling it. You know, I still liked it, but just something wasn't quite there. Alright. Anyway. Got one track left, right? Yes. Normal Love. So let's get into that. Hopefully I'll have a little more to say. Like throughout. Okay, is this just gonna be the one normal song, or what's it gonna do? What's it gonna do?
What have you become? I can't say so. Yet run full on run towards nothing. No, yes, yeah, no, yes, no, what, no.
So, okay, before we get into the chorus, to elaborate on the comment and what I think it's doing, Yeah, it does feel like, so far it feels like, okay, this is going to be the one kind of normal sounding song, but they're playing it in a way where it's like there's all this craziness and madness has happened so much where it sounds exhausted. Let's see if that thread continues.
Sprinkle gopher dust, spill charms around, secrets of songs might uncross anything. No, yes, yeah, no, yes, no, why,
Before it continues, I also want to add, I know in an earlier song I said it kind of had that religious-ish feel to it, even if it's not trying to do that, but if it is, then it's doing it really well. I know those weren't my exact words, but that was kind of the sentiment. And I feel like this last song's getting back to that. Alright.
I want to pretend. Hey, Captain, want me to speak or to blink? You want to feel the jacket don't feel right. I don't need to feel bad. I've shown.
I don't need it to be fair.
I think I've shown you.
I don't need you to be kind.
To be kind.
Just let me pretend. I'm so
So yeah, that was the final track, Normal Love. And wow. I've already given multiple 10s on this album, and I think this closing track just might be the best one yet. If I could give that an 11, I would. Like, I know, it's the simplest out of all of them, but I mean, this and, what was it called? This and Mary Turner most effectively conveyed just the emotion they're trying to get out of the music. And really, as much as, again, for pretty much everything here, the instrumentation, the production is stellar. But where this album really hits for me the most is when, and again, some of the songs, you know, for y'all, the connection the connection with the emotion may be stronger than with me, but for these songs where the emotional aspect is really connecting, I mean, that's where, for me, it really hits me right in the face, and I can't give it anything but a 10.
It was perfect. Perfect. Everything, down to the last minute details.
So, yes, this track's a 10. And so that was Girl with a Basket of Fruit. I know, a lot of pauses, a lot of letting it play. Well, a lot of pauses, not a lot of speaking, and a lot of just letting it play. But, you know, I still, overall, I did like my experience. I don't think I'm going to be returning to this a bunch. But if I'm scoring the album as a whole, I mean, I was giving a lot of 9s and a few 10s. You know, there was an 8 there, a 7 here, but I think overall it falls into that light to solid 9 category. I mean, the production throughout is stellar, and as it went, I began to take the vocals a little more seriously, which that's a me issue, but as I began to take the vocals a little more seriously, that's when things really began to connect. And, you know, while not everything works, my goodness, so much of what this album chooses works. I mean, now, there's a reason Brad gave it a 10. Now, not a 10 for me personally, but I definitely understand why he would give it a 10. And I can also, again, understand why it's not for everyone, and it's not necessarily for every moment. But, again, really well made. You know, a lot of very thoughtful moments. And even though, you know, I didn't necessarily explicitly pick up on a thread of the story throughout, I kind of was able to get a general sense. And, you know, it wasn't like it doesn't feel like one of those where they set out necessarily to make a full, like, story throughout the album that's, like, explicitly to be followed. But it definitely felt like whatever they were going for, which, I mean, to me, it's a story of, you know, wandering, of Murphy's Law in a lot of cases, and of struggle. And it really conveys all of that really well. So with that being said, I really enjoyed my time. And thank you all so much for watching. I know this was a long video, but hey, that's what album videos are for. And yeah, hope you enjoyed. So once again, as always, y'all, don't forget to like if you're like that, comment if you fuck up some commas, subscribe if you look alive, and don't forget to ring my bell like Anita Ward.
Mid!